if he doesn't see it, it's not there.
Working on my own projects.
A shocking twist in the Gene Hackman investigation. The FBI allegedly uncovered a secret underground tunnel inside his lavish mansion, and what they found is beyond disturbing. Strange symbols, dusty records, and mysterious vials. Was Hackman hiding classified secrets or something far more sinister? Stay tuned, because this mystery just got darker. The FBI arrived at Gene Hackman's sprawling estate after receiving a tip that something unusual might be hidden within the property. From the outside, the mansion looked like any other luxurious retreat, a grand structure with towering walls and an air of exclusivity. But agents weren't there for the stunning architecture. They were searching for something buried beneath the surface. As they explored the estate, investigators noticed a section of the basement that seemed off. The floor had a subtle but noticeable shift in elevation, and the walls looked like they had been modified over time. It didn't match the official blueprints, raising immediate suspicions. After a closer inspection, agents found what looked like an unmarked passageway, cleverly concealed behind a false panel. With careful precision, they pried it open, and what they saw was unlike anything they expected. Beyond the panel was a narrow tunnel, its entrance partially blocked by debris and dust that had settled over the years. The air was stale, the passage dimly lit by faint beams of light sneaking through cracks in the walls. Whatever was down there had been hidden for a long time, but why? As the FBI agents stepped into the tunnel, their flashlights cut through the darkness, revealing a long, winding corridor that extended deep into the ground. The walls were rough, lined with aged bricks, some cracked and crumbling. The floor was covered in layers of dust, suggesting that no one had walked through in years. The deeper they moved, the eerier the space became. Strange markings and symbols were carved into the walls, some appearing to be coded messages, others resembling maps or diagrams. Some of these markings looked hastily written, as if someone had left them in a hurry. At this point, the agents couldn't ignore the obvious question: who built this tunnel? And why was it hidden beneath Hackman's estate? Was it a secret escape route, a storage space for something valuable? Or did it serve a purpose that no one had yet uncovered? The tunnel stretched far longer than expected, leading to an unexpected turn, a sealed-off chamber, its entrance partially blocked by wooden planks nailed together. Someone had gone to great lengths to conceal what lay beyond. With cautious determination, the agents prepared to break through, not knowing what they would find inside. Inside the hidden chamber, the air was thick with dust, and the dim light from the flashlights revealed stacks of aged wooden crates. Some were still sealed shut, while others had decayed over time, their contents spilling onto the ground. As the FBI agents carefully examined the items, they made a series of startling discoveries. The first was a collection of old photographs, many of which featured unknown individuals in obscure locations. Some of the images were faded, but the faces remained clearly visible, expressions frozen in time. Who were these people, and why were their photos hidden away? Nearby, agents found a crumpled notebook, its pages filled with frantic handwritten notes. The writings were in a mixture of symbols and words, as if someone had been recording something in code. Next to the notebook lay a stack of aged documents, some of which bore official-looking seals, though their contents remained unclear. Even stranger, the agents found a series of old cell phones, all covered in dust but still intact. Many had unread messages, and some even displayed missed calls from numbers that didn't match any records. What messages had been left unread, and why were they kept hidden? Perhaps the most unsettling discovery was a collection of small vials, some sealed, others showing signs of use. The labels were either worn off or intentionally removed. The agents had no way of knowing what these vials contained, but the mere fact that they were hidden deep underground raised serious questions. Each clue added another layer to the mystery. Who had stored these artifacts here, and what were they meant to conceal? At the far end of the chamber, something even more intriguing caught the agents' attention. A massive iron door, rusted with age and covered in layers of grime. There was no visible handle, no keyhole, just a heavy lock that looked untouched for decades. The presence of such a door raised immediate questions. What was so important that it needed to be sealed off this securely? The air in the room seemed heavier, as if whatever was behind that door had been deliberately locked away, never meant to be found. Using specialized tools, the agents worked to break the lock. As the door creaked open, a cold draft rushed out, sending a shiver through the group. Inside, a second hidden chamber awaited, this one more meticulously arranged than the first. Along the walls, more photographs, old maps, and coded messages lined the space. Some of the images depicted what appeared to be underground tunnels, possibly connecting other locations. A few maps suggested that this tunnel extended beyond Hackman's property, raising the possibility that this network had a far greater purpose than just a hidden room. More wooden crates stood stacked in rows, some containing peculiar objects that looked handcrafted, while others held personal artifacts, like an antique pocket watch and delicate jewelry. It was clear someone had stored these items with intention. Had Hackman known about this hidden vault beneath his estate, or was he just as unaware as the rest of the world? With every new discovery, the mystery deepened. The coded messages, the sealed vials, the unread texts, and the secret maps all pointed to something much larger than expected. But the biggest question remained: who was responsible for it all? Investigators were left with more questions than answers. If Hackman had knowledge of this hidden space, why had he never spoken about it? If he had no idea, then who had built it? And why? Some theories began to emerge. One speculation was that the tunnel was part of an underground escape route, possibly built long before Hackman even owned the estate. Another theory suggested that it was used to store classified records, items that someone had desperately wanted to keep away from public view. But the most chilling possibility? That this hidden network extended beyond Hackman's home, possibly connecting to other hidden locations, waiting to be uncovered. Despite the findings, the FBI remained tight-lipped about the full extent of the discovery. What had they found that the world wasn't meant to see? The discovery of the hidden tunnel beneath Gene Hackman's mansion has stirred public curiosity like never before. With so many unanswered questions, speculation is running rampant and theories are emerging from all directions. But despite the growing interest, the authorities remain unusually silent about what happens next. Why has the FBI not released more details? Were they expecting to find this tunnel? Or was it an unexpected twist in a different investigation? And more importantly, what else have they uncovered that they aren't sharing? Some experts believe the tunnel's precise construction and secrecy indicate that it wasn't just a personal project. It may have been part of a much bigger hidden network. If this is true, then Hackman's estate could be just one piece of a larger puzzle waiting to be unraveled. Adding to the mystery, local historians and former workers have come forward with startling accounts. Some claim they had heard whispers of secret renovations on the property years ago, but no official records of such work exist. Others recall seeing contractors arrive at night only to never return. Could these stories be connected to the secret tunnel? Another strange detail? The heightened security around the mansion long before this discovery. Hackman's property had advanced surveillance, restricted access, and a design that suggested more than just luxury. It seemed built for secrecy. So the real question remains: who originally built this tunnel, and for what purpose? Investigators are still sifting through coded notes, unread messages, and hidden artifacts to piece together a timeline. But one particular theory is gaining traction: the possibility that the tunnel was built for a reason that Hollywood never wanted us to know. Could it have been a hidden vault meant to store something far more valuable than material objects? Could it have played a role in covert meetings or classified exchanges? And if so, who else was involved? With so much mystery surrounding the estate, people are now asking, is Hackman the only Hollywood figure whose mansion holds buried secrets? What if other properties contain similar underground networks, waiting to be discovered? If one legendary estate had a concealed passage filled with cryptic messages and artifacts, could others hold similar hidden truths? For now, the FBI isn't providing any clear answers. But one thing is certain: this discovery isn't just about Gene Hackman's mansion anymore. It has sparked a larger conversation about what other secrets might be hidden beneath Hollywood's most famous estates. This investigation is far from over, and as more evidence comes to light, the world will be watching closely. So, what do you think? Was this tunnel an innocent hidden space, or does it lead to something much bigger? Drop your theories in the comments. And if you love unraveling Hollywood's biggest mysteries, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Watch our next video for another chilling discovery that could change everything.